How is it possible to spend $100,000 to paint your cars? We're going to show you the how, when, and why. Kim Kardashian is no stranger to luxury, having everything from her family's real estate empire to a designer wardrobe fit for a king, or in her case, a reality TV queen with a $1.8 billion net worth. It's no surprise then that her car collection is impressive, with some jaw-dropping price tags to match. The reality star gave a tour of her monastic mansion as well as her 3 coordinated vehicles, a Lamborghini, a Rolls-Royce, and a Maybach, all painted the same exact shade of ghost gray as her home in a new Vogue video. "I've always been a car girl. I love cars and I really wanted something different," she said in the video. "I wanted my cars to blend in with my gray house. As a result, instead of my usual matte silver, I did all gray cars. My Lamborghini Urus with a kit on the front, my Rolls-Royce Ghost with a Crystal Lady, and my Maybach sedan were all chosen. I love everything about it, from the gray emblem to the fact that if I had to pick one, the Maybach, that's my baby right there." According to TMZ, Kim spent upwards of $100,000 on a paint job to keep everything she owns in the same color palette. According to their sources, the custom paint job was done by Platinum Motorsports in Los Angeles, and the color is a very specific Rolls-Royce gray that's not typically available off the lot. Since it's not a simple paint job, each car took about a month to complete. Before the color could be applied piece by piece, the 3 cars had to be disassembled. Kim's Lamborghini Urus, which starts at $218,009, was reportedly the most difficult and time-consuming to complete due to a particularly intricate body kit on the front of the car. A Rolls-Royce Ghost costs around $311,900, while a Maybach sedan costs at least $185,950. According to the source, the Skims founder was very involved in every step of the painting process and knew exactly what she wanted. She's apparently been a Platinum Motorsports customer for a while now, and the company is even getting calls from people asking for the Kim K after seeing her custom cars cruising around town. The social media influencer, entrepreneur, and aspiring attorney has lived in Bel Air and Beverly Hills, among other places in Los Angeles. She and her 4 children now live in her Hidden Hills mansion, which she won sole ownership of during her divorce from Kanye West. Kim, Kourtney, Khloe, and Rob were raised by her parents Kris and Rob until their divorce in 1991. The Kardashian family used to live together in this Beverly Hills 90210 mansion near Rodeo Drive before the split. According to the realtor, after marrying in 1978, Kris and Rob spent $383,500 on the home a year later, eventually selling it for a whopping $1.5 million in 1994. Built in 1951, the sprawling open-plan property in Beverly Hills stretches over 3,922 feet. The home had plenty of room for the young Kardashian family, with 4 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms. When Kim's father died in 2003, she had become close with a former high school friend, Paris Hilton, and began working as the celebritan's assistant around this time, where she got her first taste of fame. Kim admitted in a 2019 episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians that Hilton literally gave me a career. Kim moved into her first home in 2005, just before she was thrust into the spotlight on KUWTK. Although we don't know how much the actress paid for her new Beverly Grove home, according to the listing, she sold it in 2010 for $885,000. While the decor has changed since the Kardashians lived here, it's easy to imagine what life was like for the young starlet. The condo has 3 bedrooms and a kitchen with Viking appliances that measures 1,720 square feet. The space also includes a breakfast bar, perfect for the actress to enjoy her favorite Chinese chicken salads. Kim released her own perfume in 2009 and bought her first mansion a year later, after gradually rising through the celebrity ranks. According to the listing, the star has lived in the Tuscan gated resort villa since 2010, when she purchased it for $3.4 million. The nearly 3,800 square foot home has 5 bedrooms and 5 bathrooms, as well as a private pool which is ideal for filming KUWTK scenes. Kim and Kanye got married in the year 2014. Before Northwest was born in June 2013, they purchased a family-sized mansion within the guard-gated community of Bel Air Crest for a cool $9 million according to the listing. In 2014, Kim and Kanye purchased an expensive estate in Hidden Hills for $20 million. They had transformed their California estate into an ethereal haven of purity and light. Kanye and Kim Kardashian West had very different reactions when they first saw the house. It would become their wildly eccentric family refuge in suburban Los Angeles. While strolling through the neighborhood, we come across this incredibly extravagant house. I just head north and we were doing a lot of walking to work off some of the baby fat, Kim says of their first encounter in the summer of 2013. I didn't know much about Kanye's style at the time, but I thought the house was perfect. Kanye was less enthused. It's doable, he said. After nearly 7 years and 3 more children, the Wests had transformed that property into one of the world's most fascinating, otherworldly, and yes, strange pieces of domestic architecture. The transformation of the house from suburban McMansion to futuristic Belgian monastery, as Kanye describes it, is a story of probing and passion, a testament to the boundary-defying musician's iconoclastic mind and the fearlessness of the zeitgeist-defining reality star and entrepreneur. Although Kanye's interest in architecture and interior design has only recently emerged, he has had a long-standing fascination with the built environment. Before the internet, I'd go to my local Barnes & Noble and check out Architectural Digest and other design magazines, along with fashion rap titles, Kanye says. My father supported me. He kept graph paper on hand for me to scribble on. Kanye was able to seriously indulge his design itch as his career took off and his fortunes grew, becoming a regular at Paris flea markets and international design fairs and diving into the deep end of the pool with major purchases like an original Jean Royer polar bear sofa. I sold my Maybach to get the Royer. People told me I was crazy for what I paid for it, but I had to have it, Kanye said of the design trophy. One of those people was his wife Kim. I really didn't know anything about furniture before I met Kanye, Kim admits, but being with him has been an extraordinary education. I take real pride now in knowing what we have and why it's important. Kanye met the illustrious Belgian designer and tastemaker Axel Vervoet at antiques fairs and exhibitions in Maastricht and Venice as a result of the couple's travels through the international design world. The musician was initially drawn to a signature Vervoet design, a floating stone table with rounded edges that seemed to encapsulate the designer's seductive simplicity and wabi-sabi aesthetics. When I saw the work he was doing, I thought to myself, this man could design Batman's house. I had to work with him, Kanye says, adding, getting Axel to come to Calabasas to redo a McMansion, which was essentially what the house was a coup. Vervoet admits that it was an unlikely collaboration. I'm not from the pop world or the rap world, but I discovered Kim and Kanye to be wonderful people who share important human values in life, such as a respect for the beauty and spirituality of art, the designer says. You can call it religion, but it's more of a search for cosmic values of peace and positive energy. We had a very profound conversations about mental space and the value of silence. Kanye and Kim wanted something completely different. We didn't talk about decor, but rather about how we'll live now and how we will live in the future, the designer explained. We changed the house by purifying it, and we kept pushing to make it pure and pure. Kanye described the rarefied architecture as the proportions are the decoration. The furnishings, which have been kept to a minimum, are primarily Vervoet's characteristically subtle designs. One thing Kanye and I had in common was a preference for a neutral color palette. I like how simple the design is. Everything in the outside world is in a state of disarray. I like to walk into a room and immediately feel at ease, Kim says. She has a different take on the scheme's uncompromising minimalism. Kanye would come up with the most outlandish ideas and I'd say, this is not normal. We require drawers. I was the functional voice. One might wonder what it's like to raise 4 small children in such a pristine, cream-colored environment. But Kim and Kanye were quick to point out that the house is eminently kid-friendly and not just in the more traditional cluttered play spaces and children's bedrooms tucked away beyond the primary social zones. Although Kanye describes the house as 90% Axel, several other notable designers contributed to the proceedings. The voluminous master bath was designed by minimalist architect Claudio Silverstrand, who worked on Kanye's pre-Kim Manhattan loft and continues to collaborate with him on ambitious building projects. One of the more unusual rooms in Kim and Kanye's hideaway was dedicated solely to a massive, creature-like soft sculpture created by artist Isabel Rohr. And that's all for today's video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then do like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more such exciting content. See you in the next video.